Hey guys, Fix It John here. We're sitting in a 5th generation CRV 2019, and what we're going to do today is change the oil. This will be the first time I've changed the oil. It has 4,563 miles on it, and to figure out the oil life on this CRV, you can go to this button right here. Press that button till you come to this display, and then come back over here and press this arrow, and you'll see it move on there. When you come to the wrench, you want to press enter, and then that'll give you the oil life. Do it right here. Also, to reset the oil life, you'll want to go over here to your information interface screen. EX, EXL, and Touring models have this information screen. I don't believe the LX model has this. They have the information display, they call it. And to pull the oil life up, you would hit this knob several times until the oil life came up. To reset the oil life, you'll want to hit home. This is the first time I've done it. And go to settings. We're going to reset the oil life, and to do that you can either hit this arrow, this down arrow, or just go up with the screen. Hit maintenance info. Okay, select reset item. It's the first time for me too, guys. Okay, all due items. So the only thing is due, we don't have any information for tire rotation, air filter, transmission oil, or spark plugs. We'll go to oil life, engine oil, reset. And boom, there you go. All right, guys, we made it in the garage. Make sure you set your brake, and you just pull on this button here, because we're going to be raising the front end. And you'll hear it go, whew. Means the brake's set. Also, guys, make sure you bring it up to full operating temperature. That way the oil will drain better and get all the dirt and debris out of it, out of the oil pan. All right, guys, there's our 2019 CRV. And it's a little different underneath, and I'll show you what we have to do to get that oil out of there. That is surely a pretty car. Alright, it takes 0W20. It's a real thin oil. Fix It John here. We got to jack it up with a floor jack. I mean, a lot of guys use ramps. I don't like ramps myself, but we got to come up under the subframe, and it's way up under behind the engine. Where we need to jack up to, so we only got a couple inches that we can move the handle up and down until we get it up. You can't come in from the side because that's where the jack stands are going to go. So we got to hit that subframe. It's that little round thing you see the plate going on to. We've got our brake on, our emergency brake. So we'll want to jack that up. That's the stoutest part and the centerest most part to jack this car up on. Alright, guys, this is on the passenger side of the vehicle, and it's just behind the right front tire. You want to set your jack stands just up under this pinch point. See this pinch point here? Now when you set your stand, you want to center it. Alright, guys, this is the driver's side behind the left front tire. See the jack stand? So I can see the other one from here, same thing from there. Jack out. Just pull the jack out. Drop it all the way. Alright, guys, first thing we have to do is take this cover off. Now, it's flimsy. I'm not calling it a skid plate because any rock that would hit it, it would just bend it right up. I think it's more of like an airfoil to make it more aerodynamic. You see the bottom of that? That's covered. I've never seen a vehicle like that, but we drive old cars, so Yeah, and the only reason why I can think that's covered is for insulation, a noise barrier, and to keep it more aerodynamic. And it's got a couple slots here, it looks like, to suck some air up in there to cool things off. This is our car. I don't think I'm going to put this back on it. Unless this front here isn't rigid enough, but it's just another obstacle to go through to change. Guys, so what you need is a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead, because there's Phillips and flatheads. The dirt out. Let me look up here. We'll see if we got a little oil leak. This is why I do it myself. It's brand new. Oh yeah, we do have an oil leak right there. Bam. See that? And that's not good. Brand new car. Yeah, it's showing a little oil leak right there. So not really happy about that. A brand new Honda CR-V has an oil leak. I would expect that at 200,000 miles. I mean, they've had issues with these Honda's 1.5 liter turbo with gas getting into the oil through the piston rings. They got a recall on that for colder climates, but they fixed that problem before we bought this car. I mean, they fixed it on the line, that issue, so that's why we bought it, because we knew that issue was resolved. It was a little wet right, it's a little wet right here. It could be some sort of lubricant from the factory that had stuck on there. It was a little thick. So I'll make a mental note of that and check it out next time. 6-point socket. Pull the drain plug off here. I have the oil cap loosened up top so it'll drain smoothly. All right, let me see if I can finagle this wrench up in here. Yeah, it keeps hitting against that pan. Let me see what else I got in the tool chest. I've got these pliers here, but I almost hate using these things. They're trouble waiting to happen. I need to get me a pair, some cap style that goes on the cap. There we go. She turned. Came off, turned relatively easy with that, but hey guys, Fix It John here. I'm going to pour a little bit of 5W20 through it just to clear that grossness out. A little dirty. Alright guys, here's the oil I'm using. It's SuperTech Full Synthetic 0W20. Guys, I got this oil filter. It's the same one that fits the Honda minivan, the 3.5 liter. It's actually a, it says Auto Extra, but it's actually a Wix oil filter. This is what they call private label. And I was able to get this cheap, and it's still a Wix filter. You're buying a Wix, but you're not paying for the name of Wix. I guess what they do is they probably buy gazillions and then throw their label on it and able to sell it cheap, just like Walmart. Just make sure my funnel's cleaned out here. That 1.5 liter, it only holds 3.7 quarts. All right, what you want to do is dip your finger in this oil. Put it on the seal. All right, guys, we're going to put this oil filter back on first. And the first thing you want to do is make sure this seal area is all cleaned off. Get you a clean rag. I like to use a paper towel and wipe it off the engine too. Make sure it threads very easily. You don't want to cross thread this booger. Should just be able to lightly turn it. Just so lightly. There. Give it a good full turn and she should be on there. I'm gonna put this oil plug on here. There, that should be plenty. Alright guys, let's go up to the top. Hey guys, this is where you fill it on the passenger side of the engine towards the back. It holds 3.7 quarts. I don't know if I told you, but it's a 17 millimeter that takes the oil plug off. So we want almost 4 quarts in here. 3.7 quarts is what this vehicle holds. Hey guys, there's the cover right there. There's the 2 Phillips screws. They screw into this cover. And that back Phillips screw, it screws into the subframe. And all those pieces of tape are holding those flathead screws on. And I have a secret hiding place for this thing, right behind my toolbox. Throw that bad boy right there. Alright guys, the last thing I need to do is get the jack back under it and get those jack stands out. We'll let it run for a minute, circulate through the engine, make sure it's all filled up, the oil filter and all that before we check it. Alright guys, Fix It John here. Let's take a look at it and see if it's gotten up there any. Just under. I'm reading it to here, just above half, if I'm reading it right. So yeah, there it is right there, guys. Right there at that round spot. That's like 3.7 quarts. I'm gonna go ahead and put 4 quarts in it. I don't care what the manual says, I want to bring it all the way up. So let's put a little more oil in it. I know the Odyssey always called for 4.5 quarts, and it was always short on the dipstick. I know oil will expand a little bit, but man, just above this line right here, just a tiny bit above that line right there. Just gonna put 4 quarts in it from now on. I'm gonna put 4 quarts in it. I'm not telling you to do what I do, but if you guys like this video on this Honda CR-V oil change, like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.